From spinning to crashing and even sinking, watch the waves win against the average Joe. Sink or swim, sometimes the water gets to call the shots, and you go home drenched to your core. Here are 55 of the most iconic idiots on boats, caught live and in stereo. Your parents tell you you can be whatever you want when you grow up. It's important to specify being James Bond and hopping boats takes a little extra effort. Look ahead, up, left, right, in just about every direction when you take your floating hunk of metal and plastic out for a swim. When the jet ski deems you are not worthy, no force on earth can keep you on it. You know how children get their feet stuck in things? Turns out ship operators are the same, just on a much, much larger scale. Even on the water, beware of the class bullies trying to tip your boat over. You're standing on the edge of the coast, leaning across the rail, having your main character moment. Suddenly, a ship the size of your apartment complex comes suspiciously close to you. What do? Man overboard! Maybe making silly noises isn't what a boat needs to stay afloat. Don't drink and drive, or sail. In this guy's case, just don't drink at all. It's just safer for everyone involved. You've heard of the saying, all water under the bridge. Brace yourself for an entire boat under the bridge. This is what you'd expect when someone graduated from the Zoom University of Sailing. Thank God he didn't sign up for a doctor's degree. Not to be controversial by quoting the Chainsmokers, but if we go down, then we go down together. Talk about keeping it tight in a friend group. You rent a boat and hit the sea to get away from the hustle and traffic. Knowing their luck, these guys would probably get stuck in a flock of sheep if they took to the mountains instead. Talk about getting stuck in a tight spot. At that point, bust out your floaties and just start swimming.
Oh my! No bueno.
Your family getaway may not have gone as planned, but at least you have a fun story to tell your grandkids, if you make it out of this one.
Oh my goodness! Oh! Oh my goodness! Come on, Rip! Swim! Swim! Get away from the boat!
Not sure if the insurance company covers leaving the trunk open related accidents. Well, hey, at least you have your own basement pool. Nothing a little oil and lotion can't fix when you're stuck in a tight spot. Might need a lot of oil for this one, though. This is the perfect representation of our sanity falling apart with every minor inconvenience about 3 to 4 times a week. With the right training, just about everyone can learn to sail a boat. That doesn't mean anyone should be allowed to do so. Playing bumper cars with your boat might not be the best use of your time and money, but your insurance company approves of this message. Keep your seatbelt on and keep your arms and legs inside the boat at all times. Really, it's for your own good. Speeding thrills, but kills, especially when your boat accidentally jumps onto a bridge. Looks like someone isn't getting their security deposit back. At some point, you gotta stop turning the wheel or you'll land back in the same spot. Who's going to tell him? Rule number 1, don't bump into other boats. Didn't think we'd have to write that one down for you. So close, yet so far. When you're making a mistake, it's good to know when to stop. Something this captain is clearly going to learn the hard way. They tell you you'll never know unless you try it. Well, sometimes you're just destined to fail, and it's better to never have tried. Maybe start hitting the brakes when you're getting close to land, not when you crash right into it. Someone's about to hear it from their boss. Watch where you're going, especially when you're driving a 4,000-pound metal box on water. Who knew the Karens of the land made their way onto the water? There's really no escaping their horror, no matter where you go.
You on the phone to the police?
Cue Mission Impossible music, because it would have been impossible not to see how this one was going to end up. You're on a riverboat cruise with your partner, and bam, your ship topples over. At least now you have a worst date story to tell your friends. Rule number 1 of dealing with a flood: stay away from the water and don't jump right into it. Clearly, someone took a nap in Safety 101. Looks like not everyone's dreams are about to come true on the Disney cruise ship. Might make for some good nightmare fuel, though. The age-old question is, who saves the superheroes? Who do you call when your rescue team needs rescuing? Leave the flying to the airplanes. Maybe the best place for a boat is the water and not suspended in midair. Jet skis gone rogue. You're definitely not getting your security deposit back when you go to return your jet ski with a lamppost sticking out its rear end. Some people graduate from sail school, others top their class at clown college. Maybe sea life just isn't for all of us.
We're still on right now.
Bill, you see his motor still running? Your motor's still running!
You can't fight water with fire, but nothing's stopping you from trying. Watch us run away from responsibilities the way this yacht did. Brace for impact. In a world of winners and losers, the game plan is simple: swim or have a ship crash into you. Someone's going to get fired today for trying to sail a ship with the same energy as riding a pony. Surprise, surprise, it can't jump over land. How can someone fail so badly so quickly? It's like leaving a toddler unattended, looking away for 1 second, and your entire house is turned upside down. Another case of not knowing when to hit the brakes. The captain had to have been asleep to have pulled off this one. It's like you spent the entire afternoon building a beautiful sandcastle, and the second you finish, a huge wave comes and destroys it. And that, folks, is where the trust issues started. Looks like Goofy was behind the wheel of this one. Which Disney character do you think was behind the wheel to have made such a seamless break-in? Who says the little guy can't win? If only the little guy could have made better turns and avoided a face-first collision. Who knows? Not the big romantic gesture you were hoping for, but one you'll definitely remember. The guy couldn't be smooth, but the boat sure was. Don't drink and sail. In fact, don't be within a 5-mile radius of a boat after a pint of beer. Otherwise, you'll end up like this guy. Here's something you don't see every day or has ever happened in the history of humanity. Sometimes we are a species really out to get ourselves with the things we think of. Keep all arms, legs, and doors inside the boat at all times. Imagine having to explain to your boss how your booth went missing.
Oh my God!
Get away, back up!
Let's bring your mother, father, cousins, and their dog to the family boating adventure. What could possibly go wrong? It's like both yachts were sleepwalking and bumped into each other on their way to the kitchen. You're the problem if you were able to mess that one up. Sometimes it isn't the weather or the height, it's just the person behind the wheel. Chris has got some major confidence for someone with absolutely no expertise. After all, being delusional is absolutely free.
No!
The boating lifestyle isn't for all of us. Maybe an adventure in the hills is better suited for our buddy here.
It's a little bit shallow over there.